Why do you not have the girls that you want to have in your life right now? And why is it so hard to get them? I understand that you want to stop being ghosted. You want to be taken seriously, to get respect from girls, to get success in dating, to get women to fall into bed with you, to get women to date you, to want to kiss you, to want to text you back immediately when you text them, to have their attention. I know that you want all these things. And I know that it sucks that you don't have them. And this is a conversation that I've had with 2 separate clients of mine last week, so I figured let's make a video talking about this. So this is gonna be a video on identity, on how to get the things that you don't have and the things that you want, okay, and why it's so goddamn hard. Now, we're gonna start here. If you see a dude who's got big shoulders, you can definitely fucking assume that he's a dude that goes to the gym 5 times a week. If you don't go to the gym 5 times a week, you're never gonna get like really fucking 3D delts capped shoulders. It just doesn't matter. You can't buy them. You can't coerce God, the God of gains, to give them to you. It just doesn't work that way. Now, the guy that manages to get the capped delts wasn't born with capped delts. Okay, at some point he had to switch something around in order for this to start working. What does all this have to do with you getting the, the blonde, 5'2", big-titted muscle mommy in your bed? Here's the thing. You don't have the girls that you want in your life right now, and that is because you lack the masculinity, you lack the attributes, you lack the assertiveness and dominance, the leadership skills, you lack the structure, the knowledge on structure, frameworks on how to build conversations, how to structure interactions, how to lead a girl to through a venue or maybe through a date or maybe back to your place. You lack all of these things. And most importantly, you lack the habits that make you into the dominant, assertive, masculine man that women find attractive. Now, here's the thing. If I could wave a magic wand and shift your mindset around and make you into the guy that women love, even if you didn't have women in your life today, it would just be a matter of time. And this is kind of how it works with students in our program as well. You become that guy, and once you have become that guy, from that point on, it's just a matter of time until results eventually and inevitably catch up with you. So if you take the right action today, it is possible that you're not going to get a girl today, okay? But it is also inevitable that you will get the girl that you want soon. This is how this works. Now, let's tie all of this together and let's explain why it's so goddamn hard. And I'm making this video because usually during the process of getting good in dating and going through the mentoring and all that stuff, a lot of students, a lot of clients will inevitably call me with a complaint. And the complaint is not about me and my services, the complaint is about life. It's like, bro, fuck me, it's all so dark, I can't do this anymore, I'm fucked, I want to quit, I want to just end this shit. And the truth of the matter is that this doesn't go only for dating, that goes for everything, bro. If you're a pro basketball player and you're trying to grind through the training and through the workouts, you will grab your coach and you will have the exact same complaint. That is how that works. And here's what happens. Here's why all of this happens. Your personality has a life of its own. You are the guy. You are the guy that you are today. That means you have a set of habits, a set of principles, boundaries, a set of a psychological structure, a psychological composition that allows you to get the results that you get today. Which, by the way, Are there results that you're completely dissatisfied with, and this is why you come to me? Okay. Now, there is a correlation between A and B, between personality, ego, and results. If you have the ego that you have today, you're gonna for sure get the results that you're getting today. If you want different results, we can never set as our goal the results. Like, our goal has to be to get the personality that then by proxy gets the results. That's how it always works. So if you want to get a hot girl in your life, you can't go after the hot girl. It's not going to work that way. You have to go after your version 2.0, who is the guy that gets the hot girls. Okay, this is how this works. Now here's the very critical part. Here's where everything goes dark. The issue is this. You are currently a version U 1.0, and you want to attain a version U 2.0, who is the version that gets the results that you claim you want. And I believe you, bro. Like, I believe that claim. I know that you want the results. So, you want to become that version 2.0 of yourself. These characters, these versions of you, are contained in a vessel. And that vessel only has room for one. So you can either be version 1.0 or you can be version 2.0. But you can't be both at the same time. This vessel is called reality. And in reality, you can't both be going to the gym 5 times a week and 0 times a week. It's either or. This is how reality works. In that way, reality is very binary. Okay, so as you understand, if you're a version 1.0 and you want to get to version 2.0, what we need to do is shove this version 2.0 in this container that is reality. However, in order to do that, we must first make room. That means that we must effectively kill version 1.0. We must unalive it. Okay, so the problem is this. Version 1.0 is who you currently are, not who you wish to be, is your current real reality. And this version 1.0 it's your ego and has a volition and a will of its own. And above everything else, it wants to not die. It wants to keep living. Now, this version 1.0 has one more little cool attribute. It is the very person that knows how to trick you best out of everyone in the universe. You know how to bamboozle you the most effective and insidious and subtle way that you would never even realize. Nobody on earth can trick you better than you can trick yourself. And that is the big problem. So what happens is this. Like, let's land it down in let's ground this in actual reality. So here's what happens. You understand that in order for you to start getting the girls that you want, you need to change your everyday habits. And that is the difficult part. So you want to, instead of like talking to 0 girls a day or 1 girl per week that you don't know and introducing yourself, now all of a sudden you're being shoved into a position where you must talk to like 3 or 5 new girls every day or every second day. Okay. And inevitably there is resistance towards that. Your version 1.0 is building resistance. And this resistance is so subtle and so remarkably unconscious that it is just the best way for you to remain at 1.0. So what does this look like? This looks like anxiety. Oh, I have a lot of fear of like approaching a girl. This looks like procrastination. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And you know, all of a sudden you realize it's been 4 days and since the last time, or not even that, it's been 4 days since the last time you made an attempt to approach a girl that you don't know. And just 4 days of potential growth just went down the drain. And all the while, your version 1.0 is still keeping you where you are. Because where you are now is safe. So from the position of the coach, what happens is I start cornering you a little bit here and there, just like very masterfully cornering you in, like it's kind of like jujitsu. It's like I will tie like a wrist here, like an ankle there, like, and before you realize it, you're like really fucking tied up. You're fucked. So when that happens, your ego flares up, and you're like, this is the moment where you call me to complain. You're like, oh, it's all so difficult. I can't do this anymore. Blah blah blah. This is the moment where you need to push through. This is the moment where your one weapon against version 1.0 is pushing through. Because what happens is when you do not succumb to that pressure or to that resistance or to that anxiety and fear or that shame or whatever it is that version 1.0 throws at you, if you punch through that shit, that is when you kill a tiny little bit of that version 1.0. That's how this works. And a tiny fraction of version 1.0 has died. And in its stead, in the vessel that is reality, we have now effectively positioned a tiny part of 2.0. And we keep doing that process until 1.0 is done and our vessel is full with 2.0, which is the guy who, by default, talks to girls, and because of that, of course, with all the knowledge that you accumulate and the experience that you gather during that whole process and the frameworks that you learn and everything that you understand, little by little, you become that guy. And from there, it is only a matter of time until you start getting the results that you actually want. Okay, so this is kind of how it works. So this is why change is so difficult, and this is what you must do to effectively create change. You must punch through that resistance. There is no coach that will be able to get girls for you, that will talk to the girls for you. There is no process that will outsource that pain. The only way out is through. There is no other way, okay? If you're interested in going very deep with all that shit, grab the link from the description below, and this will take you to our community where you will find all the resources that you need to start attracting amazing, super high quality girls today. So with that said, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, peace.